Good morning, everybody. I'm sorry, I know it's very early to be shouted at. However, we need to get going. It's such a tight program. I respectfully acknowledge the past and present traditional custodians of this land on which we are meeting, the Kombumberi people of the Yugambeh language group. It's a privilege to be standing on Yugambeh country. I'd like to introduce local traditional owner, Luther Cora, to welcome us to his country. Luther Cora's Aboriginal name is Bullam, which means black cockatoo. He and his family are part of the Yugambeh Aboriginal dancer group. Luther comes from the Bungaree family of the Yugambeh language group. The Yugambeh language group boundaries encompass up to the Logan Rivers, out west past Bow Desert, and down south to the Tweed Rivers. The Yugambeh language group consists of 8 different clans and tribes. Luther's performed at many events on behalf of Jalurgal Aboriginal Cultural Centre, and Jalurgal Aboriginal Cultural Centre is the first Aboriginal owned and operated cultural centre exclusive to the Gold Coast. Please welcome Luther.
Thank you. So good morning, everyone. My name is Luther Cora, and yes, my family is the Bungaree family. I'd like to start off with a song just to pay respects to the land and my ancestors. Naya Bungaree, Naya Yagame, Naya Bungaree, Naya Nale Bungaree, Nale Yagame, Naya Bungaree, Naya Nale Bungaree, Nale Yagame, Naya Bungaree, Naya Yagame, Naya Mibin, Naya. So I'd like to pay respects to my elders past and present. I'd also like to pay respects to you guys and your families and your ancestors, no matter where you come from. So I'm going to work in my language, and I'm going to sing a song to welcome you here onto this country. Bogu bujara, jingri wala wala juga bejakan jingri jembelang. Nanya mala, nanya bayami, jingri wala wala juga bejakan. Jigri wala wala ya kame dakar, 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 jigri wala wala ya kame dakar. Yo Yaku Yaki Jingari, welcome. I'd like to also just thank the organisers for acknowledging the traditional landowners on the land which we stand today, people of the Yugambeh language group. It's an honour and a blessing for me to be here this morning on behalf of my family. So I am going to play a little bit of didgeridoo just to bless the day, bless everyone here, and maybe just to wake a few of you guys up as well. Thank you. So once again, I'd like to thank the organisers for inviting me along today on behalf of my family to welcome me here into this country. For those of you who are Australian, this culture, the history, the songs and stories, it all belongs to this land. So it belongs to all of you guys as well. Thank you and welcome.
Thanks so much, Luther. That was fantastic. I really appreciate you coming along this morning. So, before I put you in the gentle care of Dr. Anne Fawcett, our MC again for this year, there's a couple of things I'd like to say. If we haven't met before, I'm Nell Thompson. I'm coordinator of the G2Z or Getting to Zero program. So come and say hi over the next couple of days. Feel free to contact me by email, phone, whatever it might be, but if we haven't met before, please make sure we do this week. Once again, we've got a full to bursting program and a delegate list to match. It's wonderful to see new and familiar faces here. We understand the efforts you all need to go to attend, whether it's organising pet sitters, babysitters, cover at work, costs associated with travel, all the rest of it. We understand and we appreciate it. Welcome to our neighbours from over the ditch in New Zealand, and I believe we also have a delegate coming from Japan. So thank you for being here. You're going to have a great time. As always, we're very grateful to our sponsors, exhibitors and supporters who've supported this whole event and G2Z itself for many years. We encourage you to visit the exhibitors and have a chat to them about what they can do for you. And our speakers as well. Without them, there wouldn't be a summit and workshops event. Whether you've come from across the country or across the sea, we're super grateful for your generosity and willingness to share your skills and knowledge. And to those who carried heavy books, stuffed dogs, and a variety of other items halfway across the world, please know we appreciate it. So many people have expressed their feelings about how important this event is to them personally and to the sector as a whole. It's really our only chance to connect, learn and get to know each other on a grand scale. Make the most of it. We love to hear about the outcomes that you've implemented once you've been back home after learning at these events. So please keep us posted with what you're doing. Lastly, I want to thank, and no doubt deeply embarrass, Dr. Diana Raymond. Di is a great friend, a skilled professional and an essential part of this week. We couldn't do it without her. So I'd like to introduce our MC for this year, Dr. Anne Fawcett. We all had such a great time with Anne in 2017 and got so much great feedback we just had to grab her again, and she was brave enough to say yes. Anne is a blogger, journalist, author and lecturer at the vet school in Sydney, as well as companion animal veterinarian with a special interest in unusual and exotic pets. Her empathy for pets and people and her deep knowledge of what we all do makes her a perfect fit for this event. To say that she has a strong interest in animal welfare and ethics seems to be trivialising things. It drives much of what Anne does. She's co-written a textbook of veterinary ethics and is a diplomat of the European College of Animal Welfare and Behaviour Medicine in animal welfare, science, ethics and law. She also holds a membership for the Australian and New Zealand College of Veterinary Scientists in Animal Welfare. Please welcome Anne.
Thank you, everyone. It's such an honour to be back, and please rest assured I have been exercising my chook chucking arms. So for those of you who caught a chook in last time's chook chuck, be ready to catch a duck, and I'll see how far I can throw them. So I wanted to go through a little bit of housekeeping, but before I do that, I would like to welcome a representative from Nestle Purina Pet Care Australia, who is going to open the conference. They're our platinum sponsor. So on behalf of their CEO, Nicole Batistessa, I'd like to welcome you up to the stage.
Hello, my name is Michael, so I'm the Education Manager at Purina. So Nicole unfortunately can't make it here today. She had to go to our pet care centre out at Blaney, but luckily she has given me her words to read out. Luckily it's only one page because she can talk for hours. Good morning, my name is Nicole. from Nestle Purina. Thank you for laughing. And we have been proud sponsors of Getting to Zero since 2013, as we believe people and pets are better together, and the initiatives that come out of these summits help to support the community with the right tools and strategies to develop long-lasting connections with pets. That is why the pet lovers at Purina are so passionate about the complete nourishment of pets, and why we don't stop at dedicating our time and resources to advancing pet nutrition. We go beyond that by providing support to the pet welfare community, finding new ways to bring pet lovers together, working hard to inspire better care, understanding and enrichment for every pet everywhere. And while most of you here today are deeply involved in matching animals to households, we at Purina want to support the pet-owning community with the right tools to support the health of every pet so that they can help enrich our lives and homes for longer. There are 3 main ways of doing this: providing education to potentially pet parents before they acquire a new animal, providing support to existing pet owners with training, education, and making the right nutritional decisions for their pet, and encouraging animal breeders and sellers to educate their new owners and their lifestyle needs of the animals. On behalf of Purina, I welcome you here today.
Thanks, Michael and Nicole. So I do need to go through a couple of little details. These are all very important and hopefully will help you make the most of the next couple of days, or today if you're just here for the day. So first of all, important, the restrooms are just outside here, but there are also some extra ones in the restaurant as well, which you're free to access during the breaks. The emergency exit, basically that way. So head out and then down the stairs and out of the hotel if you need to. The other thing is, some of you might have noticed on your lanyard, there's your name tag on the front, but on the back, there's the whole program in tiny little font. So if you need to quickly look at the program, you'll be able to see that, hopefully. And you can also get the larger version in your booklet as well. Also, this very handy lanyard is not just a little gorgeous accessory. It happens to be very useful. It contains all of the notes. So if you just unhook it like that, that's a USB drive, and you can put it into your computer and you can download the notes. And if you're an Uber nerd, you can download those and annotate them as we go. So you won't be missing out on that opportunity. There's also in your bags a little round thing which is called a pop socket. So you can put it on the back of your phone and it goes like that, pops in and out. So great if you want to take a selfie and tag Getting to Zero, very important over the next few days. Also, you can stand your phone up like this and stream movies or whatever, but hopefully not during the sessions. Our speakers, if you are one of our speakers, please come and sit at one of our reserve tables during that session. It's really important that we have you there so we can make sure that you're mic'd up and your presentation is all ready to go. And then we have question time at the end, so we'll ask you to come and take a seat on our panel. And speaking of question time, we're going to do something very different this year so that people who are maybe a little bit shy about asking questions don't feel they have to get in front of the mic. So we're using an app called Slido, and I'm just going to talk to you about this. So if you brought your phone, which hopefully you have, this is one of those conferences where we don't want you to put your phone away. In fact, we want it out, and we have organised a charging station, which I think is over there. Is it? Yep, over there. They're waving now, so have a look over there at the phone charging station. So if you do run out, you can charge it. But basically, we want you to be able to ask questions during and after the speakers have spoken, and we will be keeping a log of those questions as well, so we can always go back to them. So I'll talk you through how that works, because it's a little bit different, but we had a practice run last night. It was super duper easy. So we want to make sure as well that we answer all your burning questions. Someone might ask a question that you thought of asking as well. That's okay. You can vote it up. So the questions with the most votes are the ones that will be more likely to ask. So Slido allows you to submit your questions and other people can upvote them, and we'll ask those questions that have got the highest number of votes. And you'll also be able to complete feedback surveys at the end of the day using Slido as well. So if you could take out your phones now, and if you don't have a phone, we can still use microphone, or you can tell a friend who's on the Slido app. But if you go to your web browser on your phone and you just enter in this very simple address, www.slido, which is SLIDO.com. And the event code is up on the screen, so it's G2Z2019. How are we going? Is everyone getting there? Couple of nods. I'll wait till I get a sense there's a few more people on there. Fantastic, so you should be able to see that. Then enter your details to log in, so just your name. And if you say, share my profile, that doesn't mean you share your Facebook profile or something like that. That just means your name's on there. So that's helpful. And then select the summit room. I'm just giving everyone a moment. How's everyone going with that? Thumbs up? Nods? Okay, yep, there's some more nods. All right, excellent. So to get us all started and to help you guys out, we're going to run a quick poll. So Billy over in the back corner here is actually operating Slido for us. So Billy, could you just give everyone a wave? That's Billy over there. So she's in charge. So if anyone asks a naughty question via Slido, Billy's going to make sure that's not asked. So we might put up the poll, which should be available on your phone very shortly. So can everyone see on their phone what superhero would you like to be when you grow up? Wow. It's good to know that most people in the room are already a superhero. That's fantastic. Just as we suspected. So brilliant. Looks like most of you have got the hang of that. If anyone's having any difficulties, let Billy know and she can help you out. But it's pretty easy to jump onto. So www.slido.com, and Billy will remove the questions after they've been answered, and so we can keep asking more questions. Okay, so we've talked about our phone charging station. If you're going to use social media, please feel free to use the hashtag G2Z2019, which was on the screen, but that's okay. Yep, so there we go. So use that hashtag. And the other thing that we'd love you to do is please visit our wonderful sponsors. They have made this extraordinary event possible. And so, we'd love you to go visit them and see what they've got to offer. There's some amazing conference discounts and products as well. So on the note of the sponsors, I would like to mention our sponsors. So the Animal Welfare League of Queensland, our platinum sponsors, Nestle Purina Pet Care, and our bronze sponsors, Therian, the City of the Gold Coast, and Pet Rescue. Thank you for sponsoring this event. And as I said, please do feel free to visit our sponsors and ask them all the burning questions you have about their products and services. The other thing while you're here is that I know you're on the Gold Coast, but sometimes you're busting to get a textbook in your hands, and you can get them. They are heavily, heavily discounted. Some of them have already sold out, believe it or not, as of this morning. So, and I think the reason is that some of our wonderful speakers dragged 26 kilos of books from the US. That means that they can be discounted very heavily, $50 less in some cases. So please do have a look at the textbooks and be reasonably quick if you're going to do that, because they are a bit of a hit.